Jared Phillips, my dad, is the hardest working guy I know. He was born on February 14th, 1964. He has been working since he was 12 years old. He is the 11th child in a family of 13. His mother was also from a family of 13, with herself being the oldest. He lives in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Before his accident, he was working at the Moose Jaw pork plant and as a roofer. When that closed down, he took on roofing full time. My dad was a self-employed contractor and started his own business, Phillips Roofing. Just when that business started, his accident happened. On August 19, 2007, my dad fell off of a ladder, crushing his left calcaneus. He cracked his left kneecap and damaged his left hip and lower back. He had gone to help another general contractor house wrap a 2-story house here in Moose Jaw. This contractor had done the first 9 feet but was scared of heights. After about 5 hours, my dad finished the higher sections. As he put away equipment, he noticed a piece of house wrap on the lower section of the house blowing in the wind. He went to tuck tape it. In the process of doing so, a gust of wind shook the ladder. He kept working. Another gust came, and before he knew it, he was flung off the ladder. My dad landed on the concrete retaining wall for the walkout basement and then fell into a hole. There was an extremely loud, cracking, popping noise, and he was in terrible pain. The other contractor was working right beside the basement door, heard the crack, and came running. He tried to push himself up and climb out of the hole, but he couldn't push because of the pain in his leg. The other contractor reached down the hole and pulled him up. They rushed to the hospital. My dad was on and off crutches for over 17 months. He couldn't walk for the first 7 months. It was really hard for my dad to just sit around doing nothing. He has had to wear 2 different braces. The first brace was more than 6 months late. There was some miscommunication. It took about 10 or 15 appointments to get the brace to fit properly. The second specialist saw his brace and told him not to use it anymore. It was causing him more damage than good. He had been wearing it for almost a year. It had been a solid, hard plastic with no give. For his second brace, orthopedic inserts were placed in it when he wasn't outside. My dad had to wear that brace all day. He has had to have 2 surgeries. The first one was to remove bone chips, also called spurs, that were floating around his left foot and starting to protrude through his skin. His second surgery was on August 7, 2009. His bone was reshaped, his muscles and tendons were reattached, and they realigned and fused to his heel and his ankle. 2 screws were put into his foot during the fusing. It was done to get rid of his brace. This surgery took almost 4 hours. He got Synvec injections in his knee. He had 4 of them over a period of time. In a Synvec injection, also known as Synvisc, a lubricant is injected into the knee joint, and the human body processes it into the joint. This forms a thin layer of fluid between the bones of the knee. It eases pain and improves knee function. The relief of pain lasts only for up to 6 months. My dad has seen 2 orthopedic surgeons, his regular doctor, a team of doctors in Saskatoon for the purpose of WCB, Workers' Compensation Board, examination, an orthopedic for fitting, and another WCB appointed specialist for determination of loss of function caused by the injury. Our family had to help out more around the house when my dad got hurt. My mom had to get another job. Our family and my dad's friends were there for him. He was working on remodeling the bathroom when he got hurt. His friends and some uncles came and helped him with this. He can't walk far anymore, and he can't walk on any sloped surface. Even walking on grass irritates his foot, and walking on snow especially irritates his foot. He cannot ever run again. Going down the stairs is an extreme challenge for him, but going up them isn't much of a problem. My dad's left foot is stiff all the time. It starts to go numb if he stands on it for too long. The pain is always there. He has adjusted to it, so it isn't as bad as it was at first. After the accident, my dad had to go back to school to be retrained for a new career. Over time, he was presented with 4 different career paths with 4 different WCB vocational rehabilitation specialists. In the end, my father chose a career in the area of occupational health and safety. He is currently employed at a private firm as a safety advisor. Even though he has overcome his challenge of a shattered ankle and has gone through schooling, with his new job in Regina, he still faces challenges every day. My dad has learned many life lessons from his accident. He learned not to take anything for granted. You never know what's around the corner. Remember that your life can completely change in a few seconds.